too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sent right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. Stanton. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanton looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson running left. And some space here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing on first down. Stanton. Fells has it. Left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gun, 3-19. Gun.
Stanton. Over the middle, it's Fells. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Leopard. Four down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Nice little juke. There goes Duke Johnson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go now. Detroit. Green 39.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory.
No, check, Patriot.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
To throw on second down. Stanton to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanton, he's going to look deep now for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. To throw on second down. Stanton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
All right, here we go. Blue
90. Now Stanton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. Stanton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third down, Stanton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes our score 17-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gun! 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 Hey, watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Right, here we go. Detroit! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Ah!
Jackson on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
There's Jackson on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch number 29.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
On 1st and 10, Stanton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary had really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They go play action now. Jackson goes underneath for Sproles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent.
Jarvis Landry, he's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Browns continue to roll. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Right over there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jackson underneath to Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Manuel. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ricardo Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They begin on the ground. And Hyde is going to need somewhere to hide. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Hey, Saints!
Now Manuel. Fells has it, left side. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, a run with Hyde. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Manuel now, 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. And back to the ground. Hyde. They find some open field here. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever. Who calls a first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
This time, Griffin will throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Collins. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now Griffin on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Allen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded any. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They start the drive with Hyde. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got his tight end, Njoku. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That game's gone final now at Heinz Field. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And that'll be incomplete. But remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not 4th down yet, so they will keep possession. Well, folks, I guess just when you think you've seen it all, you see a fake punt in that situation. A little unorthodox. But the incompletion, and now it's... And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but can you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And the Browns getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.